that if you want to be a confident person, you have to take action. Confidence is a result of doing something. And so many times people cheat themselves because they lack that confidence, so they don't do what they should do, only to leave saying, I wish I would have done that.
Getting better is a campaign. It's a campaign. It's a daily, a weekly, it's an hourly fight. An incessant fight that doesn't stop against weakness and against temptation and against laziness. It's a campaign of discipline. It's a campaign of hard work and dedication. It's waking up early and going to bed late and grinding out every second in between. Every single day.
Our natural tendency is to sell ourselves short. Our natural tendency is to think of the reasons why we can't before we think of the reasons why we can. So the key to breaking ourselves out of the comfort zone and breaking ourselves loose of the shackle of helplessness is courage and confidence. We neutralize the antidote to fear and ignorance is desire and knowledge. And the more we learn about what we want to do and be and have, the more we believe that we can do it. The more we believe that we can do it, the more willing we are to try. And the more willing we are to try, the more likely it is we will succeed. What is the first part of triumph? The first part of triumph is to try.
That everything that you're worried about is going to be gone like that. The people that are criticizing you, they're going to be gone, you're going to be gone. All this hand-wringing worry and concern over how are people viewing me, and someone said something bad about me and you get so upset about it, is wasted time and energy. Marcus Aurelius says your only focus should be on getting better at what you're doing. Focus on what you're doing, get better at what you're doing. Everything else is a complete waste of time.
Go and sharpen your axe, and you'll be amazed how much quicker your career. So yes, it goes like this, and then you're going to go like this, and then it goes like this. And you race ahead later because you have a different experience and a different skill set and a different view of the game. But when they say I'm behind, again, it goes behind what? You're not competing against your friends you went to school with. Yeah. That is a bad construction, that your self-worth comes on how far ahead or behind you are somebody else who's living their own life and playing their own, building their own career. There is no ahead and behind. It's just you. It's just you. It's what kind of life do you want to live? It's just you.
I've often said a man's character is not judged after he celebrates a victory but by what he does when his back is against the wall. So no matter how great the setback, how severe the failure, you never give up. You never give up. You pick yourself up, you brush yourself off, you push forward, you move on, you adapt, you overcome. That is what I believe.
Right, you're always afraid to take the first step because all you see is every negative thing 10 miles down the road.
You gonna take the professor's side on
I'll
this?
give you a line of no.
Look, I didn't want the job.
It's not about the job. I don't care if you work for government. But you can do anything you want. You are bound by nothing. What are you passionate about? What do you want? I mean, the guys who work their entire life laying bricks so their kids have a chance at the opportunities you have here.
I didn't ask for this.
No, you were born with it, so don't cop out behind I didn't ask for this.
First, it goes like this. You got to find yourself, to know yourself. You got to know yourself, to be yourself. You got to be yourself, to prove yourself. You got to prove yourself to get over yourself so you can give yourself. You can't give yourself until you get over yourself.
Whoever watching this, it don't matter what you want to be what you want to be. You can be whoever you want to be in this life. People gonna hate on you. People gonna say whatever they want to say about you, but you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta fight to win. This is your life.
And when you have a hard time giving and being generous with God, you got a problem. You got a perspective problem. You think it's your money. It's not yours. It's all His.
Sacrifice and work hard. Don't expect people to give you anything. We live in a very much now entitled generation.
Yeah.
We're entitled. Instead of my generation was all about sacrificing and suffering for success. Now the youth, hey, I'm Johnny and I got a big slum in my mouth, so I boom in here. That's top.
The greatest of all qualities to guarantee success is the absolute willingness to go at anything and refuse to stop until you achieve it. And you know something? The statistics show that 95% of the goals that you set for yourself, you will achieve if you refuse to quit. So the starting point is just to simply say, I am unstoppable. Say it. Say, I am unstoppable. Now say it like you mean it. Get your thumbs out of your mouths and say it like you mean it. Say, I am unstoppable. Once more, I am unstoppable. Yes, now from now on, whenever you see a barrier or wall, or you think of anything you want to do or be, you say, wait a minute here. I'm unstoppable. Nothing stops me.
You cannot control or dictate the opinions and attitudes of other people.
No.
All you can do is live your best life, be a decent person, and live and speak with integrity. And then you know that you can go to sleep at night knowing that you did your best today. That's it.
You're too cold.
Yeah, because I think that emotions most of the time doesn't help us to deal with something. Of course, emotions is like spices for your life, but when you have some hard situation, you shouldn't use your emotions. This is how I think.
True. So worry about yourself. Say to yourself, am I doing better today than I did yesterday? Am I a better human being today than I was yesterday? Am I a better leader today than I was yesterday? Am I making better content today than I was yesterday? Worry about the race against yourself. Compete against you. That's the best competitor.
That's the only success metric to look for.
In the infinite game. If you're playing cricket, then worry about beating the other team.
Just be you. Like, at least, because even if you say the wrong thing and for whatever reason, especially like in this moment of cancel culture, you are always slightly terrified of saying something that will, but I'm like, okay, even if on some level I say something that someone will point a finger at me and I'll be like, I'm really sorry, at least I could always walk away and go, okay, but I was being true to me, and I do believe that I'm not a bad person.
When you start working for the approval of others, it destroys art. And art is when you trust your own taste and you accept the risk that the world may or may not like this, and that's okay. And then you'll try again. But as long as you're pure to yourself, if you have a talent or you have a taste, that's the root of art. That's the risk. This is why art has a high risk profile.
What was I doing with my confidence? I was making a determination to take action on something that I didn't feel comfortable with. And trust me, I did. I never broke that promise to myself, and today I can look back at many times where I just went ahead and did it. I didn't feel comfortable, but I went ahead and did it. And each time I took action, it began to give me confidence.
Now get out there and be yourself, because guess what, Fern? If we aren't telling them these days those things, they might not hear it from anywhere else. Because the world is so critical, and because of social media, and because of likes, and because of wanting to conform to some strange idea of perfection that God knows where it comes from. But young people on the whole are suffering with their mental health. They are chasing some ideal just because they want to feel good in who they are.
The first of all, starting point of great accomplishment is to dream big dreams. Number one, dream big dreams. Let your mind float free. All really exceptional men and women dream big dreams. They allow their minds to float. They think of what they could be and what they could do and what they really, really want. Here's an exercise for you. Take a piece of paper later on and write at the top, dream list. And then make a list of all your dreams. If you're married, sit down with your spouse and say, honey, let's make a list of everything we'd like to be, do, or have in the rest of our lives. But what about this and what about that? No, decide what's right before you decide what's possible.
Unapologetically, I am going to get rid of all things, people, and situations that have become a distraction away from my vision. I am here with a purpose. I will stop at nothing. You will be physically and unapologetically removed if you get in the way of my vision. This is you, the distraction. I'm on my way to this. Get the out of the way. I am here to cook up these visions and ideas.
My advice to anybody watching this would be to say that you will never regret kindness. Doesn't matter what's been done to you, what things you have to work through. People aren't always going to be on your side, but if you can prevail and have kindness and meet them, it's going to kill them. Kill them with kindness and be thoughtful and try to love the people around you as best you can. Every day is a gift, and it's beautiful to be alive. Remember that when the times get tough. All the best.
Significance is all about others. Now, I know a lot of very successful people that their perspective is what's mine is mine. I know a lot of them. I know a lot of wealthy, successful people, and I know a lot of them that are very unhappy. A lot of unhappy, successful people, because what's mine is mine. But when you go to significance, when we begin to see others, I've never met an unhappy person that spent his or her life living in significance.
Yes. So the plan is, well, it was and still is, that you work hard in your 20s, you work smart in your 30s, you work how you want to in your 40s, you work when you want to in your 50s, and you work if you want in your 60s. That came really early, and that's the way that I'm planning my life. Wow. Yeah, so
Was that
far
something
so
somebody
good.
told you? You taught you? You came to you in your
It
brain?
came to me. And I was like, yeah, that's how I want it. Just like that. So this is what it is. I'm working when I want to, and it feels really good to be able to do it.
Greatest detriment of tomorrow's success is today's success. Because the tendency is for me when I'm successful, Ed, to hold on to it and say, okay, let's not change anything. We've got the formula, we got it down, we're making some good money, we're helping some people. So let's kind of box it and kind of set it apart and let's keep it just as it is. Of course, that's a disaster. In fact, that's one of the reasons why I wrote the book Leaderships, because I wanted to help people understand that there's no such thing as leading people the same way forever. That you have to keep learning and growing and shifting and making those shifts in your life.
You write your story and make it the greatest story ever told. I took that book home with me, and the next morning, I wasn't a writer at that time at all. Next morning, I started writing my first book, and this was for me. And the first words on that blank page, the first words I put on that blank page was, I want to make a difference. Because that's exactly what I want to do. I want to make a difference. So as you start to take this Make a Difference journey in our series that we've been doing on vision, and this is the last of the 4, as you start your Make a Difference journey, the first step 1 is, I want to make a difference.
Whatever lemons life gave me, I have managed to enjoy a lemonade smoothie with a sourdough crust, toasted bread, Gouda cheese, Wagyu burger with pomfrets in the south of Spain. That I have managed to make whatever has come my way so beautiful to me that I wouldn't change it.
You want to become a billionaire, then you have to think like a billionaire. Billionaires do not think about pennies and cents and dollars. They think big, and they think of ways of getting there, not of ways of not getting there. Most people learn how to fail and not to succeed. It's a mindset. It's a mindset. When they developed Tesla, everybody thought, not a new idea. But they were persistent, they were convincing, and they could see something that most people did not see. The same thing with Google, the same thing with Apple. They were providing something that people were looking for, but they did not know how to put it together.
It don't matter how much it feel like it ain't gonna work. Delusional. Complete delusion. You gotta believe the delusion. Because it's only delusional until it works. So is it really delusional? I'm only gonna call it delusion until it don't work for nobody else to see, but for the whole world to see. And then once the world see it, there's nothing delusional about it. Now, your delusion becomes, oh, he was a genius. We didn't see it when he saw it. We didn't understand it when he did. We thought this was crazy.
Mario, everyone faces self-doubt. Only those who are courageous enough to admit it will find the support that allows them to move forward while still feeling self-doubt. When you have the courage to be vulnerable and reveal your doubts with people you trust, you build a greater sense of trust within yourself. True human connection sparks confidence within yourself. Have the courage to reveal your doubts with someone you trust, to remove the control that doubt has over you. Key number 1 to overcoming self-doubt and go for what you really, really want is to share your self-doubt with people you trust so you can find the courage to continue.
There's people like us, we're crazy in the sense that we believe it's almost delusional sometimes.
Yes.
Yeah, like I've heard this quote on the JRE before. It's like greatness and madness are next door neighbors and they just borrow each other's sugar once in a while. Bro, I can manifest like a everything comes from the imagination. Everything comes from before this microphone was a microphone, someone somehow thought about it. You know, how can I speak into something that would amplify my voice and blah, 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 blah. And then this came out of it and it's evolved over the years. Well, everything comes from the imagination. So the power of the mind, people don't understand. We still don't understand. I still don't understand how powerful it is. I'm still learning. But I know one thing is I can make things happen.
You made it. You absolutely made it. You hung in there. You started from scratch. You made new social circles. You found yourselves. You made new developments. Your failures, your successes, your triumphs, your friendships, your experiences. You guys made it. Don't throw away today. I know a lot of you, I remember when I was sitting there, I just wanted to get my diploma and get on with my future. The future will be there. Your friends are here today. Your families are here today. Some of the friends are here today that you won't see for a while. Celebrate, enjoy, rejoice, party responsibly. But damn it, celebrate. Because as Carlos so eloquently stated, we made it.
Your perspective is your world. You see, how we view things is how we do things. And that's why it's possible for two people to live in the same world and have two totally different viewpoints of that world. You see, we don't see what is before us. We see what our perspective is. So you run into somebody that has an abundance mindset, they see opportunity. You see somebody that has a scarcity mindset, they see closed doors. Now, it's the same world. The world is the same, but our perspective is not the same.
Don't worry about the haters, they ain't Don't worry about the naysayers, because they ain't Whenever you feeling a way about yourself, you look in the mirror and you say, you are the only thing that matters. There's a good quote by Theodore Roosevelt that I always believe in and I always look at. It's called The Man in the Arena. And the basis of the quote is about all the doubters and the naysayers can say everything that they want to say, but they have never stepped inside the arena, so they don't even know what it feels like to have blood, sweat, and tears. So how can they tell you what the hell to do if they've never done it?
Right. Yes.
At the end of the day, be true, be loyal, be perseverant, just love yourself, man. King James signing off.
Yeah, that's a lot of people's problem, bro. A lot of people's problem is like they don't know how to be by themselves, bro. Like you gotta learn how to be by yourself. You gotta learn how to be alone, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's a part of like learning how to love yourself too. So, you know what I'm saying? I encourage a lot of y'all, bro. A lot of y'all watching right now, y'all need to learn how to be by y'allself. See, me, I can go camping by myself. I can go hiking by myself. I'm in the snow right now, bro. You know what I'm saying? Not talking to nobody. I'm chilling, I'm looking at the snow, you know what I'm saying, the trees, the leaves, you know what I'm saying, and things of that nature, bro, by myself. I don't need friends, bro. You know what I'm saying? And when y'all learn that right there, you will learn not to put up with certain shit, bro.
You might be too afraid to try it, but what's the worst that can happen? Shut yourself in your closet, shut yourself in your room, shut yourself in the bathroom. You get down on your dang knees and say a prayer that I need some help. I need help, I'm willing to do what you want. And you might end up collabing with the Lord, man. So I'm gonna throw that out there first of all. Second of all, you gotta be willing to sacrifice years of your life to make the next 50 amazing. If you're not willing to give up years of your life now to make the next 50 amazing, then maybe you don't want it. You gotta give it up. Dedication, you need all of it. You need all of it. And how much time have you put into this?
A lot.
A lot. Oh, your life. Your life. But the next 50 is gonna be insane.
Yeah.
But Rome also didn't fall apart overnight either. It took hundreds of years for Rome to reach its peak, but it also took time, hundreds of years, for Rome to decay and fall apart. And that is representative of life, because you don't achieve worthwhile goals quickly or easily. They take time. They take struggle. They take relentless pursuit day in and day out. That's what it takes.
Right. Now, each one of you has the capacity to be a rogue elephant, because you know something? There's nothing holding us back except the limitations we have in our own mind. That elephant is in reality unstoppable. And the most important goal that you can develop, the most important quality or characteristic that you can develop for happiness and success is to be unstoppable yourself, is to think of yourself as unstoppable. And you know how you become unstoppable? It's by the basic psychological behavioral development principle of simply saying it to yourself. Because whatever you say to yourself and believe over and over again, you start to believe as a reality. You start to walk it and talk it and act it. So what you say is, I am unstoppable. I'm unstoppable. I'm unstoppable. I don't care what it is, I'm unstoppable. Nothing will stop me. The greatest of all qualities to guarantee success is the absolute willingness to go at anything and refuse to stop until you achieve it.
Great. What does number one mean? What does winning mean? You're playing the wrong game. So there's always somebody out there that you can always find who's better than you. It depends what metric you're looking at. So if I look at book sales, I can show you an author who blows me out of the water, and I'll be like, oh my God, I'm a failure. But if I look at Instagram following for the same person, oh my God, I'm destroying him. So should I be high and mighty on myself because one metric says I'm the Mac Daddy, or should I be depressed because the other metric says I'm failing? It depends where you look. What do you like? There's no winning. We haven't agreed on what the metrics are. You've chosen one arbitrary metric and decided that you're a failure. It's ridiculous, right? Worry about yourself. Let them worry about themselves.
Motivation, inspiration. Sometimes sadness brings frustration. No need to stop. Push to the top. Sometimes it feels like you're gonna drop. No need to cop. Complete. Listen to me from G to G. When you wake up in the morning, what do you see? You see yourself. You should love yourself. Self-empowerment. Self-love, self-care. That's why I'm where I'm at. You want to be where you at? Or you want to get where you deserve to be? Where you need to be? Where you ought to be? Being yourself. That's the best person you can be. 7 days a week. Wake up to it. Move with it. Be comfortable. Be confident. Love you like I love me. That's why you love me.
There's nothing that has you doubt yourself more than declaring, I should not doubt myself. It doesn't matter what your track record of success looks like. Heck, you might have even written a book on overcoming self-doubt. As long as you're living this human experience, fear and doubt will be a part of your life. And the more you resist the fact that you doubt yourself, the more power doubt has over you. That's because your mind cannot distinguish between what you want and what you don't want. It will always give more power to that on which you focus. So it's not the doubt that is holding you back, it's your relationship with it. When you approach self-doubt as the enemy, you make it stronger. Yet if you view it as a friend, it can help you unlock your true potential.
You somebody growing up without a mom, without a dad, without siblings, without a passion, without a goal, without life in general, bro, it's not over for you. The man above never gives us more than we can handle as individuals. No matter if you're a female or you're a male, no matter who you are in life, everyone has a purpose. You just have to find that purpose and then tap into that purpose. You're gonna need somebody. None of us can do it by ourselves. And this is a true testament of the last 30 days that we've seen someone not be able to do it by himself. Lock in, believe in what you believe in. Nobody else matters. You have to hold yourself accountable. You have to hold yourself to your truth. You have to hold yourself to your beliefs, and always believe in the power of the man above. Because nobody in the history of life been able to do it by themselves. Nobody.
But more than anything else, I immerse myself in the environment of a confident person. Because confidence is caught. I've watched it happen many times. A team maybe is behind in a game, and all of a sudden they get on a run and they, quote, start playing over their head, and they begin to build momentum, and they get on a roll and they start scoring points. And you can just watch in the behavior, the attitude, the actions, the facial expressions of the players, that they're just feeling better about themselves as the game goes on. It's contagious. Get around a person that's secure and you'll become more secure. Get around a person that's got confidence and you'll begin to gain more confidence. Because secure, confident people want you to be confident also. The only people that don't want you to be confident in life are insecure people. They will always want you to be off balance so they can have the advantage.
Make every day your masterpiece. The secret of your success, the secret of my success, is determined by what we do daily. And we've missed this all the time. I wrote a book called Today Matters. And the reason I wrote the book Today Matters is because today matters. We over-exaggerate yesterday. We just think we were amazing yesterday. We weren't. Just trust me. Of course, when you're my age, 71, you don't need to worry about it. You forget. By the way, good intentions are worthless. Worthless, folks. When are you going to fall out of love with good intentions? They're worthless. Good intentions are worthless unless they lead to good actions. Nobody ever had their life changed by somebody hoping, thinking. Good intentions are not enough.
You have to watch. You have to watch every single second. Because those seconds, they turn into minutes. And minutes turn into hours, and hours turn into days, and days turn into years. And so, that second that just went by, that counted. And so did that second. And so did that one. And in those precious seconds, you were either building or you were decaying. You were either gaining ground or you were losing ground in that second.
I don't know what you're doing in your life right now. I don't know if you need somebody to speak it into you, because I don't know. I get it. You're scared to approach something, right? You are very scared to approach something, or I don't know, you having self-doubt troubles. Man, try to block it out. Even myself, I had to block it out in order to move forward, and that is what it's all about. Lock in. You got it. I feel you, and I get it. Life is hard right now, and I understand that. But become completely obsessed with whatever you want to do, whether that's drawing, whether that's making clothes, whether that's content creation, whether that's you want to be a streamer, YouTuber, whatever it is. I believe in you. And so should you. You should believe in yourself more than anybody on the entire planet. People cannot believe you if you don't believe in yourself. Simple as that. And make sure you steady praying on top of everything that you have going on.
Your brain really wants to protect you from getting hurt again. But what if there was a way to tell your brain, the pain of my past does not determine the possibility of my future. Have courage to proceed. There is a way. Forgive yourself for your past failures. Now, that may feel scary because forgiveness is misunderstood. You may feel that forgiveness makes you weak because you admit you let down your guard. As Mahatma Gandhi noticed, the weak can never forgive. Forgiveness is a sign of the strong. Forgiveness means no longer denying reality because your brain will tell you all kinds of false stories. One of the biggest being, I could have done something different. The fact that you acted the way you acted is all the proof you need to know that you couldn't have acted in any other way.